Now this morning, Miss Lori, who many people know from PBS, is here to talk about a new reading program for children ages 3 to 7. Such a critical age we're talking about here too.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Thank you. It's good to be here. And I'm really excited to be here to talk about the readingeggs.com National Learn to Read Challenge. We're encouraging families to come together and sign up for the program and be a part of this movement to get our children to take a crack at reading from now through the end of September.
Okay, excellent. So what's this program like? Once parents get into it, sign up for it. What exactly do they do?
Well, as a mother of 3, I can tell you, we all need teammates. We cannot parent alone. And especially as we have more and more children. I know my daughter, Jaden, who is 7 now, she really kind of got the short end of the stick because you get wrapped up in doing homework with your older children. It's hard to give all of the attention that you want to. And it's wonderful with readingeggs.com. They have a fabulous program to help children really celebrate the incremental movement they do towards reading. And there's lots of repetition, and there's no downtime that is not stimulated by something fun and entertaining and empowering.
So what do you recommend to parents? Because you're right, people get so wrapped up in their lives, there's so much happening. What do you do? What are some of your tips for parents who are at home? What can they do to maybe enhance reading for their children, or give them an idea or an environment where it's like reading a book's okay any time of day, not just nighttime,
Absolutely.
what have you?
I encourage you to play to your reality. I know that we have all sorts of statements that we see out there. You're supposed to read 20 minutes a day, but we have to be realistic about what works within our lives. So 20 minutes is a great thing to aim for, but it doesn't necessarily have to be consecutive.
Right, don't feel guilty if you don't get there.
Absolutely, we have enough guilt as parents. Let's try to find the opportunities to read all throughout the day. Is it in the morning when you're checking out the newspaper and encouraging your children to check out world events? Have them read to you. Or is it at dinner time when you're preparing dinner and have them read the ingredients on the different things that you're preparing, or read the recipe. Of course, it's wonderful to cuddle at night and to read, but you can cuddle anytime during the day, and especially if you create a nice reading corner for your children that's very comfortable and supportive of that environment.
And I love how you just gave a couple of examples right there. One of your tips was don't necessarily be a reading snob, if you will. It doesn't have to be a book. And to just talk about the different recipes and that sort of thing. I mean, people don't think about that, though. You have to get outside of the normal box. I mean, there's a traditional box there when it comes to learning reading.
Absolutely, and books are wonderful, and I love and I perform in libraries and encourage literacy all around. But we need to recognize that part of the reason that children do drop out of school if they don't enhance those reading skills is because reading permeates all of our life. And so we need to be able to read our bills, we need to be able to read a recipe, we need to be able to read our traffic signals. So we need to take advantage of that and to encourage our children to celebrate the world that is around them that is sponsored by reading.
You know, what do you tell folks? Because in some situations, parents, you know, as you go along here, maybe they didn't do as much as they wanted to when you're 3 or 4 or 5 years old, and your child's getting into kindergarten or those first grade, second grade, and they're having a little bit of trouble. Is it more time? I mean, I'm sure it depends on the child, but what do you recommend to them? Because sometimes it can be a challenge if a child's behind at the get-go, too.
Absolutely, and my daughter was one of those. She had some medical issues in her kindergarten year, and it really prevented her from putting the time into what she was doing. But with wonderful sites like readingeggs.com, she was able to, at her own pace, without any pressure, go in and explore the world of reading and really be celebrated. And that's really the key, is taking the pressure off and also celebrating each little incremental movement towards progress and empowering your children.
Right, baby steps, but it's all forward.
Absolutely, one letter at a time.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you.
And once again, for more information about signing up for Reading Eggs for free, all you have to do is go to our website. That's at abc7chicago.com. Be sure to look under See It on TV.